Alright guys, what is up? I want to update you guys on the Project Joker rebuild. We're doing some repairs. We talked, guys, this is what we thought it was. 2017 to 2018 is we bought this. Is ancient stuff, okay? And you can see quickly, guys, you're going to notice right here something happened. Shooting full auto, that thing snapped. And I have a closer look at it, but first let me get to that after. I want to show you guys this first, because I want to get him squared away. I've talked with him, okay? This is the guy that I showed you guys, because I think there was three of you, okay? One on YouTube and one on Instagram, and then one on Facebook that were interested in this. This is a guy that was like he talked to me a long time ago. I was gone during 5 years. I feel bad, couldn't help him. Okay, anyways, remember guys, I'm just connecting you two. I'm not involved, because I'm not going to give you an idea of price or anything like that. That is between you and him. Second thing, I want you guys to all behave. If you don't like it, work out, give each other thanks, move on. Okay, let's all be grown-up adults about this. I don't want any of this hop up bullshit. Okay, this is an amazing. I can tell one thing. This is amazing. What's here? Okay, if you are serious about this. Okay, I know just by looking at parts, and anyone that knows airsoft looking at parts, you will know this is definitely over $1,000 of items in here. Okay, so if you are serious and you want to get in contact, hit me up. I'll give you his email. You two are going to talk, but remember, I'm not encoding in this. I'm just connecting you two, and that's it. And you two must behave. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so this was, he got this in a trade. We were talking, I told him go buy a bunch of ZCI nozzles. Okay, I want to test out edge, short and long. The cow one is the one that I've been testing here. You can see the blue one. I don't mind it, not crazy about it, because for the price of one cow, you guys can get literally almost 3 nozzles. You can get 3 nozzles for one nozzle. Okay, we have the AIP rocket valve inside of here. So I was looking, I found this, I got a bunch of these. I put an AIP rocket valve in it. But one thing you guys must do, anytime you're trying to replace rocket valves or anything, I'm going to give you a quick example. These are shooter's design. They were very small and very different design loading nozzle. Okay, if you want to push it in, okay, you want to push it in, and if you notice the sucker can't come out, new rocket valve. Okay, you need to get a rocket valve that will bounce back and not at least get stuck in. You have to remember, you have a lot of pressure going into your loading nozzle, boom, pushing both ways, right? So push, you need to push in there enough, and you'll see pops right out, right? So play around with rocket valves. You can see I've tested out many over the years. The Ice Pick RCC Power Bowl is these are for any high power. These are insane, okay, but they're heavy and oh my god, they destroy your shit. Okay, the picks, so many different rocket valves over the years, but nonetheless, guys, I've always liked plastic. He's gonna get these DCI ones. I'm gonna test out the edge, long, short, and we'll see what happens. Now let's get on to this, guys. I legit thought this in the beginning was an airsoft masterpiece just because of the weight, but after looking, when it cracked, I was like, oh shit, dude, this ain't it. And then you carefully look at it, 1, 2, 3, and then you can see right here, guys. So I'm like thinking, man, who casted? It feels like a steel, because it's heavy, but it's, it's definitely I don't know what, but it's definitely not. It's not the CNC steel ones that they mill out. Okay. It's not these suckers, okay? These suckers, you can tell. Okay, this has been, I don't know if you guys can tell, it's got a bend, because it's been dropped here. This sucker, that sucker cracked from freaking shooting full auto. We've only shot 100 shots. That's it. Okay, I mean, I have to test a gun. What else am I supposed to do? And this one looks like a bona fide. You can see no marks, right? We should actually take it out apart and actually double check. But let me show you guys that actually we have it working, okay? Okay, we got it working. All right, this thing, oh my god, like 394, 300, 400. Oh, Jesus, he's gonna be killing people with this. This hurts. Okay, so we have, I mean, look how good it looks though, honestly. CTM, look at this. Oh man. So first me and him, we gotta pair up now. We gotta figure out what to do with this, because I'm like, I feel weird as you know. That's like, I'm curious what you guys think. I don't think I've ever had something like this break on me ever. And I've done a shit ton of repairs on old guns, on used guns, on new guns. To me, this is old and used, which we already established early on. So we got to figure out what to do, and yeah, we'll be a man about it. You know, at the end of the day, I think, you know, it's my job. It broke in my presence, unfortunately, and I need to figure out how to get this up and running. But we got to figure out what company this is. To get a casted Infinity, I'm like, okay, you guys know me, I love Infinity. I was like trying to rack my brain. I was like, who made this? It's not Airsoft Massive. It's not GSB. You know, it's got good weight to it. Okay, let me take apart this one and show you guys. Okay. 24.4 grams. Okay, let's take this apart so I can show you guys the difference. I'm pretty sure I was looking at this like, okay, we got something here. Actually, let's take this out. Once again, we can't use this one unless we modify it, and you can tell that was the same thing. Either this was in a trade or what. You can see the marks. They were trying to push it in here with this setup. So, like, once again, guys, you'll see marks on the frames or anything. You get a gun or old stuff. If you forget it, you'll always see what to do, because you'll see the path it's created. And the other thing too, guys, that you can see, I don't know if you can see it in the background, is the super lines in the background. I brought out the super line first because I wanted to make sure I really got this lower fixed. So what you do with that, guys, is you'll put any full auto other build that you know is working. So I have that full auto, and then I have my my other upper that's a full auto. And I tested both of them, and they worked just fine on here. Okay, and then I cross test. So you test this on my lowers, and you'll see it works just fine. Okay, got that. Gorgeous. This looks so good. Come on, get up, buddy. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there you guys go. See? Look. This is, you can see this was modded too. So this must have had some issues. Okay. Let's see how much this one weighs. 29.5. Now a little bit heavier because we have this, right? But you can tell. Okay, so who made this casted Infinity? I'm so confused. I have a pretty good knowledge of you know. Okay, maybe I know. Look, God, I know I'm an old ass. So you know, I'm forgetting. My memory is not as good as it used to be, but. We gotta figure out who made that, because I want to make sure we get that squared away, or we'll see how what he says and everything. But cool thing is we have this up and running, and this guy's just gonna destroy people. It's gonna hurt. They're gonna call their hits. Okay. Oh man, they're gonna call their hits. This is coming out, so I'm probably gonna redo this for him. Look at that. You can see how it's coming out. I can just pull this and. We're gonna take this out, redo it. I'll ask him if he. I don't know if this. I feel like this was on purpose because it looks kind of cool. It's like, you know, red green. So this one we'll redo for him, and then I think we're pretty much ready to wrap it. The AIP one, you guys can see. Can you see in there? It might be hard to see it. You can look, if you can see that, just that slight gray in there, that's what's in there right now. And I'm just gonna, oh shoot, that's my last AIP. I have a rule, guys, is if I have one last, I don't want to give it. If I had it, I would, but these shooter design ones, they will not work for his setup. They're very small. Okay, this is a TM1, so maybe we'll see if we can try a different rocket valve, but I don't want to give my last AIP because I always want one of everything, at least in my place, so I can use it as a reference. So, but at least we know, hey, it works. Okay, and you can see that hammer is just whooping this thing's ass. Okay. Oh man. Anything else? I think that's it. So buddy, I know you're watching. Let's figure out what this was and see if we can if I can just get you another one, because I feel bad. It did break in my presence, you know, testing out. And if you're cool, just, you know, if you're cool about it, just let me know. I don't know what this stuff is on here, but that's it. I think we're ready to go. This one, what we did is we put your semi build in here. Okay, this guy still, he's got that problem with the leaf spring sitting here, and I think it's more about what you want. If you want this to work, I'm gonna have to spend more time to really fine-tune this and get this figured out, because it keeps on slipping, and I would have to probably modify something. And that's one thing, guys. It's like I don't like doing modifications unless we have to really talk about it, because that's one thing we might have to do with this. Because unfortunately, what it does is it's pushing it down. Okay, and you can tell right here, without the what you call it, the hop-up unit in here, it's fine. Once you put the hop-up unit in here, what it does is it's pushing it like this. You guys see how it's down? So either A, we have to do some modification right here, or here, or here. So that's what we gotta do, and that's why I'm able to use this. This is just an old Wii one. You guys can tell that it's really thin down here. It doesn't have a problem with it. Okay, and that's it. This is how you guys can tell. No cast mark. This sucker is gonna last you a lifetime. Okay, and my guess is this was probably done. Maybe this was in a trade and they were trying to put it into. My guess is maybe they were trying to put it into something, or maybe they're trying to put it into this. You can see marks. You can see right here, right here. No, that's just one thing, guys. When you get trades, you never know what you're gonna get. You're gonna have to really inspect everything and look at it. But at the end of the day, this is cool. This is part of history. It's nice to see old stuff, and oh man, I love this side right here. They had they also did after, so the first version they had was just a normal Bomar, right, with the vanity, the beautiful logo on here. Then they did this. Then what they started doing is they started doing the scalp cuts with the mirror finish on here, so it would like an increase. And they did it for the front. Those ones to me are the best. I should have bought. I swear to God, that I messed up not buying every single one of those. I should have bought. I haven't seen them being redone in forever. Okay, these are bona fide Airsoft Masterpiece ones. You guys can see from the inside. Okay, you can see the machining on here. And then the weight, okay, and these ones too. But you can tell these were heavily modified. And the only problem is you can see right here too, that I think what they needed to do right here, you see, is you guys need to Loctite it, but this is just, there was a nice way of making sure it never came out. So this was a nice version they came out with. I'm curious to see if they created any newer versions after this, because this is about when I disappeared or left for 5 years. But yeah, let's see how much this weighs. Let's see. Yeah, 19 grams. These are heavy. They feel that the finish on it. Oh, nice. 16.4. Okay, but we're gonna use these ones because these aren't as much, and they don't bounce either. So these are good. And guys, if they ever get too loose, what you do, you can get pliers, and you squeeze it down a little. That's it. Or you can put like a little plastic shim in there, and you can just shim it. Okay, I think that's it. That's just the update. I think we're almost done with wrapping up, and we'll see what he wants to do about that. Since I was shooting boom, 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 and I'm like, what? Oh man, that is. Oh, one thing, guys. I know some of you are starting to ask questions about my full auto kit. Look, steel is nice, but if you're gonna ask me, I'm always gonna use the stock setup because it's just so much power. You got it's heavy pushing that shit. Okay, so you can see on this is my full auto build. I'm using the freaking stock TM hammer, stock internals with just my full auto disconnector. To me, that's like I think if I was trying to make this last as long as it can, that's what I usually put in here. Okay, so that's the thing, and I got it to work on a. Oh, look at that! It's all right. God damn it! Look at it. I'm gonna have to take all that off. Look at it. It ain't even here. Okay, it's alright. I got a new Loctite anyways. Okay, but yeah, steel works, guys, and I have a steel full auto disconnector. I mean a steel full auto build. But if you ask me, I'm always going to tell you stock. I do stock as long as you can, and then go ahead and go into full auto. But it's going to destroy this thing. Look at it. Look at that. That's going to be normal. It's going to hammer your system. It's going to hammer everything. But at the same time, you know, people are going to be, they're going to be hit. 394, guys. By the way, 394.